Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, Head Chef Mom, and I'm Kendall Lawrence. And today what we're going to make is a yummy side dish, a vegetable side dish, and it's braised, gosh, what do I make it? Braised mustard greens with leeks. So let me show you what my ingredients are. Okay, here are our ingredients. I have some mustard greens that I have taken the tough stems off of. Uh-oh, I'm making a mess. I've got mustard greens here that I've taken the tough stem off of, and I've washed them and chopped them up. I have 6 leeks, and these I have washed.
Tell me about the leeks.
Well, leeks are in the onion family. They are a type of onion, and they're milder than the regular bulb onion, and they're very dirty, so you have to be really careful about cleaning them. I'm going to talk about that in just a minute. I'm going to show you the rest of my ingredients.
Thank you for sharing that. I bet many people didn't know that.
I bet a lot of people did.
Maybe I didn't.
Okay. And I've got some salt. I've got a couple of garlic cloves that I've sliced up thinly. Some pepper. I've got some butter. Yes, actual real butter today. It makes a big difference to me in this particular recipe. I have some chicken broth, and I have some grated Parmesan cheese. So I want to get back to the leeks. Again, my husband was questioning me about leeks, and the leeks are onions. They're milder than the bulb onion, and it's really important that, and you know, it's just like a big green onion actually. Looks just like a green onion, except it's really, really large, or a scallion. So it's in the same family, and it's mild like a scallion is mild. I think a better flavor than a scallion. So if you want to have a fancy dish with onions,
so it doesn't have a strong onion taste.
No. And so if you want to have a fancy dish with onions in it, then you'd go for the leek. So let me show you how dirty they are, though. If you see here in between the leaves, there's lots of dirt there, and so you have to wash these really well. There's dirt and sand in there. So the top part of the leek, where it starts to get really, really green, is inedible. It's really tough, and it never really softens up. So you don't want to use that at all. So you want to start down at the end, and you want to cut off the end of it, and you want to get rid of that. And then where you see the light part, as you go up, you're going to come up to about an inch or two just before you get to the dark green part, and you're going to want to cut that up. My knife isn't very sharp today. Okay, and then this you can discard, or you can wash it and you can save it to make vegetable stock. So I'm just going to throw it away. So then you want to take the part that you're going to use, and you want to cut it in half. And I consider myself a good cook, but I don't have good knife skills. I'm the first to admit that. And then you see you have all these sections here in the leek, and you're going to want to wash that up and then soak it in some water. So I'm going to wash this last one up and put it in the water with the rest of mine. And when your bowl is clean and there's no more debris at the bottom of the bowl, then you know your leeks are clean. Be right back. Okay, so I've got some butter, and I have a little bit of bacon fat in there, a little bit of bacon drippings in there. You don't have to use that. You can just use butter, or you can use a combination of regular olive oil and butter. Definitely the butter. So I'm going to get my leeks. They're all cleaned up and washed up, and I'm going to stir them around and braise them in the fat and the butter for about 5 minutes until they start to soften up and separate. So about 5 minutes I'll be doing this. Okay, so my leeks have started softening up and they're separating, and next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add just enough, and I forgot to say that I added the garlic that I had sliced up, the 2 cloves of garlic. So I'm going to add just enough chicken broth to cover the bottom of my pan, and I'm going to add in my mustard greens. And this looks like a lot of mustard greens, but it really isn't. And I meant when I got them from the grocery store to weigh them, and I forgot. But I got, you know, they have them wrapped in rubber bands and like little bushels. I got 2 of those, so this isn't really very much. It's going to melt down. And I get all of this in here as I'll wait for this to melt down a little bit. And then I'm going to cook this for about another 3 minutes and salt and pepper it to taste. And that will be that. And we'll taste. Be right back. Okay, guys. I let the mustard greens and the leeks braise for about 5 minutes. It took about 5 minutes to really get softened where it needed to be. And if you notice, there's a lot more liquid in there than what we started out with because the vegetables put off liquid naturally. So that's why you don't want to put more than too much liquid in there. So what we need to do now is we need to add salt and pepper to taste. And I put 2 more tablespoons of butter. And lastly, add some grated Parmesan cheese, a couple tablespoons. So go kind of light on your salt. And I'm going to give this a stir, and then I'm going to plate it up and we'll taste. Okay, guys, here's the final plated up product. I added a bit more of Parmesan cheese on top, and let's give it a taste. Get some of the leeks, some of the mustard greens. Hot.
Is it spicy or just hot?
Just hot, not spicy. But that's a good point. This would be really good with some red pepper flakes in it. So if you want to kick it up a notch, throw some red pepper flakes in there. Make it a little bit spicy. The mustard greens still have some bite. Mustard greens are generally very bitter, and the butter and the mild flavor of the leeks kind of offsets that bitterness. But I really do, now that my husband mentioned, is it spicy or is it hot, I think that the red pepper flakes would be a really good addition to that. So if you try it, you might want to add that. So braised mustard greens with leeks and Parmesan cheese and butter. It's delicious. It's healthy. It looks like it's not very firm, but the mustard greens do still have some bite. And the leeks are delicious. So please do try this recipe and let me know what you think. Okay, guys, I hope you enjoyed this recipe, and I do hope that you'll actually give it a try and let me know what you think. And I would love it if you guys would suggest that I cook something sometime. That would be exciting for me. I want to do a shout out. Go check out a really good cook called Shane Renee's Acadiana Kitchen, and he's got a lot of wonderful recipes. If you're into the cooking thing, and since you're watching, I'm thinking that you must be. And please, 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 share my video, comment. I love the comments. I like to know that you're watching. Click like and subscribe. I need some subscribers. So I don't have anything else for you today. I hope you have a great rest of the week, and go feed your family. Bye-bye.